Hello, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Today we are going to discuss module number 22, which is computer aided learning. After going through this module, you will be able to understand and explain the concept of computer aided learning. You will also be able to describe various modes of computer aided learning, and you will be able to explain advantages and limitations of computer aided learning. To begin with, when we talk about computers in educational setting, so basically we use some terms like CBI, CBT, CAI, CBE, etc. When we talk about computer based education or computer based instruction, that is broadest term. It refers to virtually any computer use in educational setting. And when we talk about computer aided learning, that's a narrower term, or you can say that's a part of computer based education. Computer aided learning, it's also known as computer assisted learning, or it can also called as computer assisted instruction. Computer aided learning is also known as computer assisted learning, or it can be also known as computer aided instruction or computer assisted instruction. It refers to basically drills and practice, games, tutorial or simulation activities. So, here in CAL or CAI, that is computer assisted instruction or computer assisted learning, a user or a student sit in front of computer and receives instruction from a very general computer program. So, basically it is an interactive computer program, or its interactive instructional technique where computer is used to provide instructional material and also to monitor the learning that takes place. It includes many things like video, audio, text, images, graphics, charts, graphs, and basically it is related to specific topic or it is related to specific content. At the end of training sessions, computer assisted learning often tests users on their knowledge before allowing them to continue. So, computer assisted learning is to convey a vast amount of information in a very short period of time. It is a powerful method of reinforcing concepts and topic first introduced to you through your textbooks and discussions in the classroom. Computer assisted learning enables you in a powerful way to concepts. The term computer aided learning covers a range of computer based packages which aim to provide interactive instruction, usually in a specific subject area. These can range from sophisticated and expensive commercial packages to applications developed by a project in other educational institutions or national initiatives, to simple solutions developed by individuals with no funding or support to tackle a very local problems. Computer aided learning is a form of programmed instructions. It means with the help of computer in CAL, the computer is a learning medium or an aid to learn. Computer aided instruction or computer aided learning are two terms, as we already discussed, used interchangeably by the same meaning. However, CAL is more learner centered. We will see some of the definitions. It refers to the situation in which computer system is utilized in learning process. It is the direct interactive learning experiences through computer. It is an interactive instructional technique where the computer is used to present. We shall discuss the characteristics of CAI. CAI is an instructional technique used in the computers which follows for individually paced and individualized instruction. So, here with the help of CAI, a learner can go ahead with his own pace. He gets individualized instructions from the computer. It's one-to-one basis. It's linear or branching type of instruction. As we have discussed, CAI is a form of program instruction, so it can be in the linear or branching form. It is different for different group of learner. So, you can have different computer assisted instructional packages for different learner, or you can have different experiences which can be provided through computer for different type of learners. It is an instructional technique based on two-way interactions of a learner and computer. So, basically learner interact with the computer maybe by pressing the button, by giving feedback, or maybe submitting his responses. It contains a stored instructional program designed to inform, guide and test the students. CAI is characterized by selection of appropriate responses button. Then complex subject matter is involved in CAI. So basically, CAI is very useful for making the complex subject matter simple or abstract subject matter concrete. It's costly because it requires machines, programs, that is software programs, and other communication devices, which makes it costly. Now we shall discuss some of the modes of CAI. First is drill and practice mode. In this mode, computer can be used effectively for drill and practice. The program is designed in such a manner that learner gets drilled and a skill is learnt. So basically, a practice is given to make the learner fluent. With this mode, the computer presents the learner with a series of exercises or problem, which he is supposed to complete by giving some responses or answers. Then the computer provides the learner with some feedback. If the answer is right, computer gives congratulatory remarks. If answer is wrong, it is diagnosed or corrected. And this is actually very helpful for learner as he is motivated or he is corrected and move ahead. The computer keeps the record of the performances of the learner. So CAI offer drill and practice without repetition, and it is done at the student's pace. So it is controlled by the learner. The nature of the exercises depend on learner's progress sometimes. Thus, as one learns and as the accuracy and speed improves, the exercises become more difficult or maybe reverse. It permits the learner to work at different levels. The systematic design of the material permits the user to proceed step by step through logical instructional sequence. Basically, drill and practice is very useful for mathematics, foreign languages, grammar, etc. Fraction Muncher is one of the program which is based on drill and practice mode. The next mode is tutorial. In tutorial mode, computer acts as a tutor. So the computer provides information in small segments on the screen using multimedia. So it includes images, text, animations, audio, etc. Some of the segments in between prompts the learner for a response. Based on the responses, so each student is participating in some sort of tutorial where one is taken on a journey through the learning material via dialogue in which information is presented. And as we discussed, feedback is elicited through a process of question answer and challenges. A subject matter or complete lesson or some concepts are presented in the computer in the sequential order and in small packages. The explanation also can be given through audio tapes. Interactions and dialogue is maintained by students and computers. The content is tested and drilled and practiced if necessary. Any content which requires tutoring can be taught by using this mode. For example, Newton's law of motion, or maybe in history, freedom struggle, or evolution, money in case of commerce, or in geography, solar system. Such topics can be taught by using tutorial mode. Next mode is gaming mode. This mode facilitates learning by playing opposite computer or other learner. In that case, it has to be highly interactive. A game activity may or may not entail simulation element. Likewise, a game may or may not be instructional. Basically, this technique involves an element of competition which motivates learner to enjoy learning. Since the learner loves imagination, game is an excellent tool to impart knowledge in an enjoyable manner. There are n number of games available: spelling games, general knowledge games, games on calculation in mathematics, etc. Next mode is simulation mode. Many a time, learning involves the students studying real life system or phenomena. Sometimes this is quite feasible, but there are learning experiences which are too time consuming, too expensive, too difficult or too dangerous. In that case, computer can be used to emulate a real life system by following a set of rules which approximates the behavior of the real system. Computer assisted instruction simulation is flexible and controllable by the learner. Learner is presented with the simulated situation having correspondence with real life situation. For example, maybe volcano, or it could be a cell inside the body, or it could be function of the brain. Computer develops the model in which simulated conditions are shown on the computer screen on which the learner has to work, imagining it as a real situation. For example, a user can do dissection of a human body virtually, or students can do chemistry experiments through computer. So here students face problems, they take decisions, sometimes they come out as a winner or loser. In this mode, learner can practice without risk. It can help in solving various educational and social problems also. Next mode is discovery mode. In this mode, the problem is presented to the learner who solved it through trial and error or sometimes systematic approach. This program provides multiple solutions and various situations through which learner tries to find the correct answer. For example, for chemistry experiments, the use of indicators for titration of acid and bases of different strength, one can use discovery method of presenting a problem. It also can be used for mathematical problems and grammar learning. VCAL mode. This is next mode of CAI. This mode includes two teaching media, that is video recorder and computers. It is used in an integrated way which makes learning highly interactive. This provides truly two-way communication. Video recorder is attached to the computer which gives instructions, information or feedback to the responses of the learner by actually talking to him. This helps the learner to understand the matter easily and also to clear his doubts. Thus, it provides effective learning material to suit individuals' needs. But of course, it's very old mode of CAI, problem solving method or problem solving mode basically. This mode falls into two categories. One, in which students write a program to solve the problem, and second, those are written by someone else to help the students to solve the problem. In learner written program, the student define a problem logically and writes a computer program to solve it. The computer will do the necessary calculation and provide the answer. In this way, the computer helps the learner in achieving problem solving skill by doing complex calculation. In the second category, the computer is the problem solver. The computer makes the calculation while the students manipulate one or several variables. When we talk about CAI, it also includes along with the content. So mainly it has text in the form of multimedia content, and it may include multiple choice questions, problems, immediate feedback, notes on incorrect responses, students' performances summary, exercise for practice, worksheets and tests. Now we will discuss advantages of CAI. CAI gives correct record to teachers. CAI provides individualized and complete learning to the learner. So this type of instruction can help the teacher to collect detailed record of performances in order to correct minute mistakes. So it proves to be a good teaching learning aid for the teacher to keep accurate records of learners' performance and also to evaluate the effectiveness of the program. The learner also can self-evaluate his own performance. CAI helps in motivational learning because the learning material is colorful, attractive, having multimedia and illustrative. All these factors motivates the learner to learn. It helps the child to get continuous feedback of his performance, which again encourages him to gain mastery on the subject matter. Next advantage is it's basically active learning. It promotes active learning because the immediate feedback provided by interactive teaching learning process keeps the students active throughout and students keep trying for the correct answer. This keeps the learner active and make them enthusiastic to learn ahead. CAI also develops thinking ability of the learner. It helps the learner to think at each stage, in fact each frame. The program is constructed in such a manner that students are encouraged to answer, to respond and to watch CAI. With CAI, learning can be accessed anywhere, anytime and not just in the classroom. The learner can learn as per their own space. Learners can learn anytime, anywhere with unlimited repetitions, forward and backward options. It is an effective instrument for self-learning. It provides a positive, effective climate especially for slow learners. Computer-based instruction helps learner to have some control over the rate and sequence of their learning pattern. It includes graphics, animation, dialogue, sound, graph, color, music, animations which add appeal to laboratory activities and simulation. Now of course, with all these advantages, CAI has some limitations. A programmer cannot provide every possible response. So, a learner has to be restricted with the given responses. The student is alone at the computer, which may prove to be boring for him, and many times it becomes mechanical learning, which also gives physical strain to children. It proves to be expensive as compared to our traditional learning. It is a dehumanizing method of instruction because computer fails to appreciate the emotions of the students. The emotional and affectionate climate created by a human teacher in traditional classroom is missed out in CAI. All topics or all subjects cannot be taught through CAI. A teacher can teach, or teacher basically can create the atmosphere where a students will catch the emotions of the poem, which is not possible through CAI. Required educational softwares are not available to much extent in the market. CAI has to depend on cooperation of different experts, maybe computer engineer or program software, matter experts, instructional designer, graphic designer, etc. Cooperation and availability of these experts is rare. Now we shall discuss the role of a teacher. Computer assisted instruction or computer assisted learning doesn't assume absence of teacher, even though here instructional material is presented with the help of computer. But teacher's role is major. In computer assisted instruction, basically even though teacher doesn't give instruction directly to the students, but teacher can be a part of the development team. So training need to be given to the teachers. So teachers, first of all, they need to observe students. Teachers can understand students' need, their abilities, and based on that, teachers are the best persons who can actually prepare CAI packages. Teachers also can help for the implementation of CAI. So whenever a student is learning through CAI, teacher has to be there to guide, to facilitate. So when students are receiving instructions through CAI, teacher has to be there as a guide. She has to be there as a facilitator, and she must see and observe, supervise their performances. She has to see whether it inculcates good self-learning habits among students, which results in good performances and good output. Though teacher is not in direct contact with the students, computer is used here to provide instruction. Teacher has to be there to supervise students. She has to constantly observe the students and facilitate them. She has to ensure the performance of the learner. Here, computer assisted learning basically helps in inculcating some self-learning habits among students, which results in good learning outcome. And here teacher also gets some extra time which she can concentrate on overall development of the students. So definitely CAI helps in the overall development of the students, as well as CAI also helps the teacher to do her role effectively. Thank you.